The Doubledays looking for a win in Game 2 of the series here at Falcon Park against Williamsport Crosscutters. Claudio Alfaro joined by Jack McMullen. Jack, before we get into Game 2, let's talk about that Game 1. Going into this series, if you looked at the standings, we were right there with the Crosscutters. Granted, it was for last place, and now the Doubledays are in last place. But bottom line, this is a team that the Doubledays can beat.
Absolutely, and with that win yesterday, Williamsport advanced themselves to 23-36. Auburn comes into today's game at 21-36. So very comparable record-wise, but Auburn has really struggled against the bottom of the New York Penn League recently. Tri-City came in here, one of those teams that's near the bottom of the NYPL, and they sweep the Doubledays. So it's really interesting to see that type of development. Auburn offensively anemic yesterday, and they really couldn't get much going, but a chance to bounce back today and hopefully bolster that record up a little bit.
And we talk about it every game about how important getting those hits are, but we especially saw that last night. Crosscutters got 8 hits. We only had 2, the second fewest of the whole entire season. And I know we say getting the hits in early is key, but what other keys are there to get those hits in?
Well, so Auburn definitely did get the hits in early, and their only hit until the bottom of the 9th inning with 2 outs came from Caldioli Soundflare, who led off the game. So the first hitter that came to the plate for Auburn got a base hit, and then they didn't get another base hit until the 9th inning with 2 outs. So you have to do some stuff in the middle of the game, and you have to compile too. And Auburn just hasn't been able to compile base hits together. They had runners on second and third base, first and second base, runners at the corners. They had a ton of different situations because they were still getting on base. They were hit by a couple of pitches. They walked a decent amount, but overall, I mean, you just have to start getting those hits and those run-producing hits at that.
And one guy we have been seeing produce hitting-wise is Jack Dunn. He's had 7 of his last 10 games he's had a hit in, and he's in the lineup tonight, bottom of the lineup. What can we expect from him?
He's riding a 7-game hit streak right now. Actually, no, his 6-game hit streak was snapped yesterday, but he's riding a 15-game on base streak right now. So he's gonna get on base. He walked in his first plate appearance yesterday. He can do it, and he's got a pristine eye. He's got an advanced eye for being a draft guy. It shows that he played a ton of baseball this spring. He's seen a ton of pitches so far this summer, playing in his 42nd game of the season. So he's been one of those guys to log a ton of games played. So he has a chance to work quality at bats and hopefully add a knock.
And get that rhythm in motion. Let's get into the lineup. We see both Soundflare and Dunn in the lineup tonight. And Jeremy Idens, who had one of the 2 hits from last night. Who else do you see on this lineup to have a big game tonight?
Well, Jose Sanchez is still kind of nursing a chin injury. He got hit with a ball in West Virginia, and that forced him out of the last 2 games of that West Virginia series. But it was mostly just precautionary. He played yesterday. I look for him to kind of swing a hot bat. He struggled yesterday, as did the rest of the order, besides Soundflare and Idens, because those were the only 2 guys with base hits. So Jose Sanchez is a guy that stands out. He's lower in the order than he normally is. He's in the 7 hole today. He's normally at the top in the 2 or 3 hole. So maybe that order shift may do something for him.
And when the offense is quiet, it's so important to have a strong presence on the mound. Tonight, starting, we have Rafael Gomez. Do we have confidence in him tonight?
Absolutely, and he's got a reconfigured delivery. And I know last time Rafael Gomez was on the mound, I stood up and did a bit of demonstration for you there. But Franklin Bravo, the pitching coach, was the guy that kind of implemented that, and it helped him add some notches on the speedometer, also helped him just stay in rhythm a little bit more. And I know you had a chance to talk to Bravo today on the Cayuga Community College pregame show.
Here with Franklin Bravo, the pitching coach for the Auburn Doubledays. Bravo, at this point in the season, we know that the offense can be pretty spotty for you guys, but on the mound, we've seen both a consistent strength as well as some major improvement in some of these guys. Who's really impressed you the most this season?
Well, they all been impressed me, the way that they handle themselves on the mound and the way they go about the business. So they all work hard. That's why they've been having success.
A lot of these players made the move from the starting rotation to the bullpen. What's the conversation you have with them on kind of fixing that mindset and getting ready for the bullpen?
Well, I don't have any of those problems with those guys because most of those guys, they've been on a reliever. They used to be a starter too, so they've been handling themselves like professional, and when we talk to them, they take it professional too.
Well, we've had this conversation before. You said sometimes when a guy's struggling, there's only so much coaching you can do. Sometimes you kind of have to step back and let them feel it out. How do you know when to step in versus when to step back?
Well, a lot of time I just let those guys kind of fail, and then I go after, because sometimes when they think everything is going the way they want to, they not listen to you. But I just wait till they fail, that way they can listen to me.
The season's wrapping up, only 10 home games left. Do you have a last piece of advice for these guys as they leave the season?
Well, I just want this guy to finish strong and keep doing what they've been doing, because they've been doing well, so I don't have any complaint about anything, the way they've been going about the business, so I'm okay with what they're doing right now.
Pitching coach for the Auburn Doubledays, Franklin Bravo. Good luck to you guys tonight.
Thank you.
It was great to sit down and talk with Bravo. Hopefully we see some continued strong pitching tonight in Game 2 of the series against the Williamsport Crosscutters. Make sure to catch all the action on FingerLakes1.com with Jack McMullen and JD Rachi. I'm Claudia Balafato. Thanks for watching.